So a couple of years ago, I started finding myself diving into this phase where I just sort of wanted to explore and do different things with my hair. As she was like getting closer to the front, she burnt me. It looked really bad. I'll show you guys a picture of what it looked like. Hey guys, it's Gabriel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do something a little bit different. I have cooked many times for the video journals, but I decided today to try to cook something for YouTube. So having lived in Korea for about almost a year now, my cooking skills have not gotten that much better, but I can say that cooking in Korea has helped me to improve on the things that I was able to cook even back in the States. But the difference is obviously in the food. Today I'm going to cook Spam, eggs, and rice. That is something that I've loved since I was a kid. We were practically raised on it. It's going to be very hard to cook and film at the same time, so I put you guys on a tripod. Hopefully that kind of helps me out. This is the Spam. This is obviously the Korean Spam. This is Spam from America. The Korean Spam does come in the same size, but I like to get the half packs. When I first came to Korea, I thought this didn't taste like anything. I mean, it tasted like Spam, but it just didn't have that flavor that I really like. Several months goes by and somehow I just became accustomed to it. So my mom had sent me the American Spam and I was like, oh, you know, let me try to eat it again because she sent me a lot. So I cooked the Spam and it was so salty and I was like, oh my gosh, like it was really bad. And now this is what I'm used to. I was kind of worried that something like this would happen because I remember when my mom came to Korea a couple of years ago, she was only here for about 2 months, and when she came back to the States, she was like, ugh, like a Korean drama. She was like, everything is salty, everything is too sweet. And we just thought she was so crazy, but it's so true. And I've been here like a lot longer, so I'm kind of scared. I really miss Chick-fil-A, and now I'm nervous that everything is just gonna be too much for me and I'm not gonna be able to eat it. So first things first, get a pan. These are my eggs here. Get the flame started. I usually put it to medium. For time management, I like to get my rice ready. So I've already cooked the rice. Ever since I came to Korea, in order to save rice, I've been putting them in the freezer. After these get microwaved, it tastes completely fresh. I remember a while ago my mom told me to do that, but I just never did because I was in America and I just wasted everything. But now being here, like, it's become a huge part of my life. So I unravel it, stick it in the microwave, close the microwave. This is still getting hot, and then I get started with my eggs. These are just regular eggs. Very often I will accidentally get shells in here, but so far so good. Maybe about a year or two ago, I had breakfast at my friend's house, and I remember he asked me, how many eggs did I want? And when I told him 3, he looked at me like I had asked for 1,000,000 eggs. And I was like, is 3 eggs too much, really? And now I've upgraded to 4. First, we add some pepper. Dun, 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 dun. Pepper, maybe that was too much. Oh well. And some parsley flakes. This one actually is a little bit difficult to get out. I usually bang the bottom like that. And then some salt. The salt is actually 50% less sodium, which means that you can put 200% of the amount into whatever you're making. I'm just kidding, don't do that. Salty salt. Because I know my pan is starting to get hot, usually this is where I will pour the oil. Oil it up. That's usually a pretty decent amount. Yep, the pan's definitely hot because this oil is super liquidy. At this point, I mix up my eggs. Dun, 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 dun. Does it look delicious? You know, the eggs in Korea, like, I noticed that whenever I buy eggs, depending on where I get them, some of them look really yellow. Like, this is super yellow. And then other places, it will be like really orange. And I don't know what the difference is because they all taste the same to me. So I'm like, am I eating poison? Or now that this is done, it's ready to start cooking. This is usually where I put all of my food once it's finished cooking. Got my handy dandy spatula here. This is what my parents used to spank us with. Just kidding. So as the eggs are being made, I usually scoop once up, let the rest of the eggs just like slowly start to cook. I know normally whenever people make eggs, they like it to be like super mushy. This isn't the exact technique of how my mom does it, but the way my eggs like look towards the end is pretty much how my mom's look. So I just kind of developed like my own way of making it. This seems to work and they taste fine to me, so. And then after scooping it once that way, I scoop it once more this way. Usually I have 2 hands, I'm holding the camera a little bit. after this step, I just kind of start putting the eggs together. The proof is in the smell. It smells pretty good. And then after that, I just turn it over. And then I start chopping away. Just putting them into little bits. And then I just kind of keep flipping them so that the eggs cook on all sides. As you start to see the eggs get like a little bit golden, that's when you know it's pretty much done, which at this point it is very close to being done. Normally when I make eggs, it's pretty rare when I just like leave it like this and I just let it sit, because like it cooks very fast, so I'm just like constantly turning it. At this point I'm seeing a lot of crisp. This is pretty much done. No! I hate when that happens. I want to toss it back in, but oh well. Stick the eggs in here. Oops. No! Sorry, camera. Just get the eggs in there. Y'all okay? So these are the finished eggs. Yum, 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 yum. I put this top over it. Open up this can, if I can do it with one hand. Ooh. Peel. This is very hard. I can do it. I can do it. Okay, no, I can't. Take this out. Get ready to put this in here, but first, this microwave is actually pretty strong. It lays flat on one side. I cook it for 4 minutes. Then I turn it on the other side, and then I cook it again for another 3 minutes. By the time it comes out, it's like super fresh. Setting this. 4 minutes. Time to cook the Spam. In goes the Spam. Yum, yum. Spam pretty much has its own natural grease. Whenever I start cooking it, I cook it just a little bit on one side and then I immediately turn it over because this side is already greasy, and so now the other side is sort of absorbing that grease. While the other side is cooking, I usually just let it sit. I went to a gathering, sort of like a party recently, and I met a bunch of like new people. At some point, we were talking about foods that we like, and I happened to mention Spam, and there was a girl at this party. She found out that I liked Spam, and she was like, wait, you like Spam? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, why? And I was like, oh, my family, like, we were just kind of raised on Spam, so I just really like the taste. I like to eat it with rice and eggs. And she was like, yeah, but why? And I was like, I had no idea like how to respond to her. I was like, I don't know. I just do. You're starting to hear some of the crisps. You can just flip it over. Yum. When it starts to look like that means it's really good. I actually recently bought this frying pan, so everything just kind of cooks pretty evenly. My old frying pan, like, it just completely stopped cooking things in the middle, so my Spam would only be like half cooked, so I'd have to flip it and then turn the Spam. There's just so much work. First world problems. So my rice is still in there. Yes, yes. Oh, speaking of which, so now that this is done, ow, that burned me. Should have known by now. Alright, literally just turn it over. Set it for another 3 minutes. Ding! Normally while I'm cooking, I'm usually listening to music. So while I'm cooking, I'm always like, ah! So for me, it's a little quiet right now. Just look at all that grease. Makes me wish I had some Popeye's grease right now. Alright, so this is pretty much done. So I just take these and literally transfer them right on top of the eggs. The worst thing that could happen is I pick one up and it just completely falls on the floor. While the rice is finishing, put the top right back on, have this turned off, move it up one. Don't really need, oh, perfect timing. So open this up. Whoa! Normally it gets like this, but I've never seen it like that big. A long, long time ago, I was in science class and our teacher was like telling us about somebody that like warmed something up in the microwave and they weren't supposed to. And when they opened the microwave, like the glass like blasted into their eyes. And so I always think about that. Very often the bag gets like stuck to the top, but it's okay. So we just kind of peel it off. The steam just kind of comes out. You guys can see it. Place the rice inside and dun dun! There we have fresh rice. As if it was cooked today, but it was not. Chopsticks. Press it down like that. Separate the rice. Yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
So there's only one last thing left that I need, and that is this little mini cup here and some amazing Jeju orange juice. Hold on, let me do that again because that was completely dark. Some amazing Jeju orange juice. This is Jeju Sarang, Jeju Love, Kamkyul Sarang? Kamkyul? I don't know. I have no idea what that is. This is basically orange juice from Jeju. It tastes absolutely delicious. I look weird right now because I'm trying to open it with one hand. It's very hard. All right, there we go. In with the orange juice. But yeah, this is pretty much it. There's the orange juice, and then the rice, and of course, the Spam and eggs. Yum! I hope you guys like this video. If you want to see more cooking videos, I can cook more things. Watch like episode 2, be like, I'm making toast today. In general, like I hope to do some type of like series where I just show you guys the foods that I eat in Korea, and hopefully that's interesting. Whether I'm cooking it or not, I definitely want to do something like that. If you try to make Spam and eggs the same way that I did, then tell me what your experience was like. And if you can get your hands on Jeju orange juice, definitely do it. It's so good. It's delicious. I don't like orange juice, and ever since I came to Korea, like this is pretty much all I drink. Stranger Things. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely be sure to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Zuff678. Be yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye. There was a point where I was like growing it out all on the sides, like literally just having everything grow out, and I was using gel to like make it curly. And then I kind of got tired of the curls, so I was like, since my hair is grown out, why don't I just, you know, put a flat iron to it and start straightening it?